In truth, I had my own fears about relationships that I was unconsciously running from. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I wanted to talk about the fact that a deeper, more meaningful, more loving, more trusting, more supportive relationship exists right now with you and your true love. It literally is existing right now. Infinite realities exist right now. They always have, they always will. You are allowing yourself to transform through the limiting beliefs, through the fears, through the opposite when it comes up. And the way you do that, I'm going to discuss a little bit in today's video. So before I get further into this, if you love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel grow, and I do appreciate you for that. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest a transformation in your life with your true love, mirror, soul specific person, email a short description to me at kim@coreunion.com. Let me say that again. Email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you after you've booked your session or package on my website, coreunion.com. I also want to share in today's video at the end some news that one of my clients just gave me on Wednesday. We had our second session of the package. After our first session, she shifted dramatically with her and her mirror soul. They've had 5 years of separations. They are now back together. But first, I want to talk about how the fact that the reality where you and your person have exactly what you deserve to have with them, the money, the health, the home, the dream home, the lifestyle. It is a choice and a decision, but the transformation happens when the opposite shows up. So I've talked about this before. It's just like the concept, the metaphor is there is a movie complex, a theater. Let's say that with this massive theater, let's just say there are 20 movies playing, all of your life, right? So there are versions and movies playing where you and your person are madly in love with each other. That even through the heartache and the pain of the separation, that actually deepened the love and the trust and the bond between the two of you guys. It worked in your favor because it proved to both of you that no matter how much time passed, neither one of you could stop thinking about the other. And so it was because of the separation and the time apart that you guys now are able to truly and deeply merge as one in the physical 3D. Infinite reality exists. And when you are faced with the opposite, instead of resisting the opposite so much, you choose to deliberately allow yourself to feel the pain of it, to let the pain move through you, to release, let it go, surrender, and detach from that, and then powerfully make the decision and claim that this is a good thing. This is working in our favor. This is exactly what we needed in order for us to deeply trust each other and know that neither one of us is ever going anywhere. And it's the same as if you're in that theater and you're watching the movie. I talked about this before. I had a video, maybe I'll link it here, of infinite realities existing all at once. I use me and my mirror soul Hana as an example. My subconscious and conscious belief, my assumptions are my ticket. And we want to go watch the movie where we have this beautiful, deep love, right? That for us, it's what we want. So we're sitting, we go and we are directed to the theater where that movie is playing. So they were sitting there comfy and cozy with each other. And the metaphor was, if I suddenly get in my feelings and I get fearful because of something that was said or something, who knows what it is. It's like as if I walked out of that happy, loving life together and I went to the little girl's room, and then my energy is completely shifted. My assumptions are completely changed. I am now in my fear that something is wrong, like something I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's like I went back to go back into that movie where Hannah is right now waiting for me, loving me, adoring me, choosing me, cherishing me, knowing that we were created for each other. All of it is there. But I go to walk into that, and the usher or whomever in the hallway stops me and says, "So, excuse me, no. Can I do you mind if I see your ticket?" And I give him my ticket, which represents my subconscious and conscious, my belief system. And they say, "Well, you actually are over there in that movie. And in that movie, we're not together. We're in separation. We're fearful of each other. We don't trust each other. We don't trust relationships. To us, relationships are unsafe, and we're not going to like get hurt again." And I'm like, "No, I insist. That's where no, I'm sorry. According to your ticket, you can go there. If you want, you can exchange your ticket, and then I can let you go in there." And well, how do I do that? "Well, you have to let go of this ticket, and you have to go in and go and get the ticket where you guys are actually happy and loving together. It's a choice, it's a decision. And you can do it right now, and I can let you go there." So then I make the choice and decision to not allow this fear or limiting belief to control me anymore. So it's literally in the moment. And then I'm able to go into that movie. But all movies are playing right now. They're all literally playing, all of it, with all of the supporting actors, with the ups and downs of the story, with the challenges or with the ease. It's all playing right now. So no matter how many times you get tripped up with your fear, you can always just leave the theater and go across the hall and go to the movie that is playing. It's infinite and it's parallel. So to lock yourself in that timeline, so to speak, it's when the pain comes up. That's the moment for transformation, but you don't want to try to resist it. You don't want to try to push it away. You don't want to try to bypass it. You feel into it and you trust and you make the decision. This is a good thing. This is for us. This is for our life together. And then you don't continually expose yourself to the things in the 3D that trigger you, because that's only causing you delays and it's only causing you more unnecessary pain. So anyway, I'm going to read now my client's email. I hope that metaphor helped. I've talked about it before. So she wrote, this was the first email that she sent me. "Hi, Kim, happy birthday. I hope you had a beautiful holiday and some time to celebrate yourself. I'm really looking forward to our second session next Wednesday and wanted to share a little update with you. After our first session, I started doing the inner work you suggested. At first, it felt disconnected, even irrelevant. But as I stayed with it, I began to process the resentment I carried towards my mirror soul and past relationships where I felt abandoned or not enough. I worked on rewriting that old story for nearly a month. Back when I booked our coaching package in late April, I was heartbroken. My mirror soul and I had just shared a meaningful breakthrough in our relationship. On the very same day, he hid our relationship in front of one of his closest friends. And when I asked him why, he told me that some of the girls in that circle had previously confessed their feelings for him. And although he said he didn't feel the same way, that he turned them down, he chose not to reveal our relationship because he didn't want to hurt their feelings. So I was shattered. I felt unchosen, invisible, and unprotected. That's when I reached out to you. Since then, something shifted. In early June, I had a recital and invited my closest friends, two married couples, and my mirror soul. And the evening turned out to be unexpectedly loving. He showed up, supported me, and we later joined one of the couples for drinks on the rooftop. It felt like a double date. That night, I went home with him and I told him I missed him so much and that I believed we had misunderstood each other. I shared how hurt I was and how unfair it felt that he never gave me the chance to truly learn about him as a romantic partner. He agreed that his earlier explanation was lame and that he admitted he had just blurted that out, whatever came to mind in the moment. From that night on, he stopped saying he didn't want to date me. And I posted a photo of us on Instagram as a couple, and he responded with a a fire emoji. Later, we had what we called a work date. I had always believed we were genuinely going to collaborate, but I've come to realize it was really a date disguised as a work session. I gave him a late birthday gift since we weren't in a good place back in April. That night was light and creative. We had dinner at a place with paper tablecloths, and he sketched me on the table. That was a sweet callback to when I drew him 5 years ago, when we first discovered our feelings for each other. And he still keeps that old sketch on his bedroom shelf. After dinner, I suggested we work on our design concept. At first, he was on board. He sat at my desktop and began searching for reference images. I stood behind him with my chin resting on his head, an intimate way of brainstorming together that we both enjoy. But as I started getting more focused and began critiquing some of the images he picked, he suddenly stood up and said he was going home. I was confused and disappointed. I had genuinely hoped we'd made real progress that night. As I walked him down to the garage, I couldn't help but blurt out, "We didn't get anything done." He looked at me and asked, "Do you want to take the gift back?" I was taken back, but I quickly realized this question came from a deeper place, a fear that he had let me down again and damaged our connection. So I held his face. I looked into his eyes and I said, "Don't doubt this. I want you to be happy. Life is life and work is work." I wanted to open up about my deeper struggles with my career and path, but I couldn't bring myself to. It felt too raw. I simply told him I'd share another time, and he held me tight. A few days later, I asked him if he could take me to the museum event that he had been invited to. It took him some time to plan, and his delayed responses started to spark doubt in me, but eventually he did plan something. And not just any visit, he took me to the very first public opening of the new gallery. We even got invited by a stranger into a private event for drinks. Looking back, I'm still amazed by how things unfolded. There's no logical explanation, but I know this. Your coaching has been deeply helpful. It gave me hope in a moment when I had almost lost it and helped me shift my perspective when doubt was creeping in. For our next session, I'd love to explore why it feels so difficult for me to manifest abundance and creative freedom. My mirror soul says I work so hard all the time, but I often feel like I don't have enough work or enough of the right work. The belief has also made it hard for me to attract the kind of projects that I truly want. I often second guess whether I'm qualified enough to charge premium design fees. I'm looking forward to exploring this. So then, after our last session, she wrote, "Hi, Kim, it was so lovely coaching with you this morning. I can't fully express how much I love your energy and the vibe you bring into our sessions. I feel uplifted, grounded, and inspired after we speak. I wanted to share an update on my Mirror Soul journey following the email that I sent you last week. I'm still amazed how things have been unfolding. After our first session, even though the time he still insisted he didn't want to be in a romantic relationship, and now we're officially dating. My ultimate goal is to build a life of love with him, where we both fully feel truly at home. I am committed to continuing my inner work to make this happen. There are still doubts and obstacles that creep in from time to time, but I'm not afraid of them anymore. You've taught me where they come from and how to handle them. Every time after I detect a mind block and revise it to what I desire, a big movement in our relationship follows. Last weekend, we spent a cozy Saturday together. We had brunch, took a walk in the park, and spent the rest of the day cuddling on the couch. One moment really stood out to me. I was talking about my relationship with my mom and mentioned that I don't always share everything with her. He asked if I had told her about my previous marriage, and I said, of course. And I shared with him that I had told my mom to get over that because I am interested in someone else with my love life. And I told her to move on. Her first reaction was, "Is he Chinese?" Because, her family is Chinese. She said no. She asked if he was something else. Her mirror soul in that moment cracked up, laughing, and joked and said, "Well, a lot of people could think I am that." He knew that those would be a big no-no to a traditional Chinese family, but I was secretly thrilled that he was fitting himself into a role that he used to be so afraid of. The moment felt like a shift, that he was showing up as part of my life now. Looking back, I see how we've mirrored each other's desires and scarcity. Let me just add here. She said that she has been telling everyone in her reality that he is her boyfriend for a month. So up until now, and that she had the picture of them on her cell phone as her wallpaper. And at first, she was a little bit nervous to show him, but she noticed that he kept wanting to look at it more and more because obviously it made him feel good to see that she's claiming them. So looking back now, I see how we've mirrored each other's desires and scarcity and how our inner states manifested through the relationship. I used to try so hard to convince him not to be so scared, that fear was just an illusion, but it didn't work. We've separated for 5 years. In truth, I had my own fears about relationships that I was unconsciously running from. I've been learning all kinds of manifestation and spiritual teachings for years. I've had some success with money, job, and lots of little things. But relationships have always been my biggest challenge. And that's why I'm so grateful you created your channel and coaching practice. Your method is grounded, simple, yet effective. Now, with the confidence I'm grounding you've helped me build, I've started to include business development and monetary abundance into my daily inner work, and I'm excited to keep moving forward in all areas of my life. And I can't wait to share more with you in our next session. So I intend that this actually inspired a lot of you to continue to persist, because if she can manifest being back together now with her mirror soul after 5 years of separating and have this dynamic between them deepen more and more, getting the evidence that she has been craving and wanting, then so can you, because that reality, all realities have already been written. They already exist. So shift into the timeline through the moment of the pain. Don't bypass it. Don't try to get away from it. Don't push it. Don't resist it. Let it pass through you and move through you. Okay? Through love, through unconditional love, through forgiveness, and surrender and detach from the old story. You never, ever, ever have to detach from your specific person, from your mirror soul, from the life that you want. You don't have to. Okay? So, but remember that no matter how many times you fall for the 3D traps, the movie is still playing. It's playing right now. It always has been playing. It always will be playing. But it's up to you to get up out of the theater of the movie where you don't have the relationship and just walk across the hall and go into that theater, because it's existing and it always will exist. Just get out of the theater and go into the theater and trust in it. So please affirm down below that we give ourselves deeply to each other more and more. We both equally want each other, and we love creating and building our life together. And obviously, reach out to me if you need me. I love you so much. I intend that this video helped. I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.